Yeah, it's crunch time, brother.
I hear you.
All right, man. Y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Another edition of the Elite Mancast. Man, every week we talk about these different topics, man. We have these different ideas of things that need to be spread out through our community, man. If y'all go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, the Elite Mancast. Tell a friend and tell a friend about YouTube pages too, so we can grow the audience over there as well. But man, tonight we got a topic that a lot of people we talk about it, but that's all we do is talk about it. A lot of people really don't know how to break traditions, or some people just don't even want to break traditions because that's the only time that they feel like they're important. They feel like they're loved or appreciated. Some people have them type of dilemmas in their life to where they're not loved and appreciated enough, so they be so excited to spend all their money on the holidays, on these other days that's really not benefiting us. You know what I'm saying? So once we break these traditions, man, we can really start doing things that's beneficial to our future, doing things that's beneficial to our pockets. You know what I'm saying? Because every month it's a holiday, and you're spending no less than $100 for every holiday that comes about. So we got to start realizing, looking into the definition of these holidays, really understanding if we're being told the truth or we're told a lie. And if you're being told a lie, just like if your woman lied to you or your man lied to you, you ain't gonna be liking that. You don't feel good when somebody lies to you. So why do we continue to follow these lies and these traditional lies that happens every single year? We go out and spend all this money on Christmas, and we live in a lie. This man was not even born on December the 25th. So we got to understand, Thanksgiving was not a they talking about the celebration of a harvest. Why did y'all kill Indians if y'all celebrating something? You got to understand, man, we have to start really understanding what are we celebrating and why are we giving so much money towards this project or towards this system of celebration. But yet and still we say we're gonna change, we're gonna better ourselves, we're gonna do things the right way. But yet and still we continue to go down these rabbit holes of not knowing, not growing, not understanding, not benefiting from the things that we say we celebrate and we love it. Man, if you really love yourself, man, understand this topic that we're talking about tonight, man, and really do start trying to implement something different within your family, man, within your household, to where people can really start appreciating what's going on. Because the more we do the same thing, we're decreasing the value of us. Because everybody knows that black people, we're going to spend the most money on everything. We're going to be the ones who spend all the money. We're going to be the ones who try to get the most stuff on Black Friday. We always overspending. And that is the biggest problem, to where we're never going to get ahead if we keep doing what they want us to do. And they've designed a system, man. If you ever look up, man, how to sell to a black man, it's on YouTube, man. Y'all can look it up. It's free. You know what I'm saying? YouTube don't cost you nothing to go get some information. YouTube, it can give you so much more information than I can. You know what I'm saying? Because the books I'm reading, I'm only reading them one book at a time. I haven't read all the books, but I'm saying that I'm implementing the information that I'm getting about the truth, though, because I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of going through these same celebrations. Say we can celebrate, we can create gifts and give each other some homemade gifts. Since it ain't about the gift, everybody's it's just the thought that counts. If it's the thought that counts, start being someone thoughtful of how you create the gift, and quit being so mundane and trying to go with the flow. Hey, we done lived a lot long enough, y'all. I'm gonna let everybody, hey man, I'm gonna let y'all get in here, man. But we done lived a lot long enough, man. You know.
Yeah.
Coach, what you got, man? What you got, Coach? Oh, Coach, no, went out.
Alejandro backstage.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike,
yeah.
what you got?
You know, we continue to monetize everything, man. Make everything about money, you know. But I'm glad to be here, man. You know, I'm tuning in from somewhere else than other than usual, you know. But I'm glad that I can make it
Right.
every Wednesday at 8:30. You know, we're gonna be here. We're gonna do it, make it do what it do. This topic is truly wonderful. I'm liking it because the traditions lie uh, in what you make of it, you know. And I do agree with what Keith was saying about, you know, and as I did my research, man, it says that all the holidays are really connected to the seven deadly sins, man. And I had never thought of it like that. And as I broke it down, they were saying that Christmas was greed, you know, Thanksgiving was gluttony, you know, Valentine's was wrath, you know, just different things, man. I was like, wow, like I
Right.
never really thought about it. All my life, man, all these holidays that was being celebrated was through not the right way. It was actually just man-made, and that's what
Yeah.
I agree with today.
Right.
After doing my research, and I did know about Christmas and Easter, you know, because I had already changed that up on that. I had stopped celebrating Halloween as well. So those three I knew, but when I learned about this Thanksgiving thing, you know, got more in depth with it, and different holidays, you know, we have to be mindful of it and do our research on it and look at it for yourself. Don't just go by what we're saying or what somebody else tells you. Actually do the research, and that's what I did. And you find out that it's a lie, that it is a lie, you know, and once you know better, you should do better. And that's what I'm doing. So I didn't put up any lights this year, anything like that. We actually didn't even exchange gifts this year. So, you know, my wife is on the same page, you know, and
Right.
I'm grateful for that, you know. So, you know, we received a couple of gifts from her mom and her brother and stuff, but you know, we didn't exchange gifts like we normally do because, as you say, we do get headaches from it. We go too far with it. We want to
Right.
outdo the next person, have the better gift, the bigger gift, you know. So just do your research, and we're gonna delve into this more as we go along. What you got down there, baby boy, Machiavelli, Mike?
Go ahead, Dr. Belly.
Yeah, because the only holiday I'm celebrating is my birthday. Y'all can keep Valentine's Day, you can keep Christmas, because that's pretty much just like you said, you allowing somebody else to manipulate your thoughts on what you should be doing anyways.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, at what age should you stop lying to the kids talking about Santa Claus? So you giving this big fat white guy, who's not even white, he's Turkish, all the
Right.
benefits for your kids after you done slaved them, bought those presents for them? You can have that. Same thing with the tooth.
Mhm.
Stop the tradition. Like, just be honest with them from an early age, so they don't have to, like, you know, grow up and find. I mean, because the world's gonna hurt them anyway. Let's be honest. So
Yeah.
just go be honest with them from the beginning. The tooth fairy, you know, gonna give you money if you lose your teeth. What if you have dentures and your teeth don't fall out? What then? It's like, stop lying to the kids. Let's just be honest from jump.
But yeah, we always tell ourselves we don't want to be lied to, but we'll lie to our kids about these holidays. Tell them kids the truth about all the holidays. There ain't no Easter bunny. They made that up. Come on, man. It's time to keep it real. It's 2024. We're gonna go into 24 with the lies. Y'all might as well just stop being around people, man. Be them people on social media who like to look at fights and like to look at all the garbage. Because over here, man, we ain't gonna do nothing but keep it 1,000 with you. I ain't with that play stuff. I ain't gonna fake it with you. If I don't like something, I don't like it. And that's the real deal. And I'm tired of looking at my people around me that I love, steady spend money on something that's not real. That's just like say, man, I'm gonna keep on buying these fake cars, fake Jordans and fake clothes. I'm gonna buy all that fake, but yet still, you won't buy out none of that fake, but you're gonna steady buy this fake holiday. You're gonna buy off into it anyway. Let me say that you're gonna buy off into the fake holiday. I know we got that BBL stuff going on, ladies. I appreciate if y'all stop doing that. Because don't nobody like nothing fake about you, man. We like a real woman. You really ain't got to put that hair in your head either, but it's cool if you do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some of y'all need some of that hair, you know. Mike, come on, Mike. I ain't gonna get off into it, Mike.
You preaching tonight, man. You preaching. What's up, everybody? Hey, I'd say happy holiday season to everybody, but listen up. Traditions. The topic, I mean, we celebrate a lot of traditions, but I keep wondering what traditions are actually ours. We don't have any. Every tradition that's been brought down from generation to generation is from somebody else, and it's all
Right.
based on a lie. And the only tradition that I can say that we have or that were passed down was the notion of lack, distrust, self-hate, just the mindsets and the paradigms that we grew up with. And all of it was based on a lie that was told way back in history. And ain't none of it got to do with us. And the problem is some of us are so set in it that we're not even trying to change those traditions or to break those traditions. And all it takes is to read a book. Because all of us learned all of this stuff, like all of these holidays that we celebrate that were brought to us by the Christians were pagan holidays. Holidays that were demonized. But in order to give it to the people and have them subject to the wisdom of the religion, they use those holidays that people already used to celebrate. Ain't none got anything to do with God or religion. But that's just the way it is with us nowadays. So
we just follow along. And that's the biggest problem within black people. We always say, oh man, we don't ride with them, we don't do this about them. Y'all so contradiction. It's just like crazy, man. Quit being the hypocrite that you always say you don't want to be around. Quit being that person, that backstab person that you say you don't like. Quit being them people by celebrating these days of the year that people are just taking advantage of your pockets, man.
That's it.
If you want to spend your money, go ahead and spend your money on your child on a Wednesday on December the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you want to celebrate something, celebrate them, tell them you proud of them for the good stuff that they do. And then don't whoop them for the bad stuff, because I done found out whoopings ain't nothing but a psychological trick on for that's we was taught that as young, I don't whoop my youngest two. My son, he got a couple of them, but I probably hit my daughter one time. I got two of my daughters they ain't never got whoopings from me. But it's like, you got to understand, man, we can't keep on going down. We got to find out a way that we're going to make black people stronger. We got to get our community stronger, because the road we going down is steady killing us.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot to do with some music. It got a lot to do with a lot of things, but we got to find out with a system. Come up with our own system, man, to where we're going to celebrate us and call it, hey, the black people holiday. You know what I'm saying? Not just Juneteenth. Juneteenth, we got Juneteenth on lock.
Yep.
Yeah, it's wonderful to understand what's going on, though, as far as being in the blind about it for a long time. That's what our parents thought they had to do. Tell us things like that. They didn't know better, I don't think,
Right.
But now that we know better, we got to break that tradition. And how do you break that tradition? You tell the truth. You tell the truth. Find out more about it. You go, and when you're sharing it with the kids, you actually give them a place where you found it. Go right here. You can see it right here. So they need it tangible. That's the thing. So a lot of times when we sharing these thoughts, we got to be tangible with it. That way they could go to it themselves and see it for themselves. And that way that breaks the tradition. When they tell their kids, they don't have to tell that lie. You don't have to take a picture with Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I'm Santa Claus.
Oh, you don't have to take a picture with Santa Claus. Just like you don't have to go to the potter's house either.
Right. I knew you was gonna come up with that.
Like,
you got to know them for yourself, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. And we don't want to go there now because a lot of times we get to praising these different people instead of knowing God for yourself, you know. So that's a true story. That's a whole nother topic though, you know.
Yeah.
You got to get to know your higher power, who you choose to call God. You got to be able to walk in that. You can't be
Right.
praising a human.
Right.
Because it don't work like that. You'll
Right.
be disappointed every day of the week.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you got all these people running around nowadays talking about being woke. Don't even know what being woke is. Ain't none of them picking up a book to start reading. And how you gonna wake up from this dream or this fantasy world that we've been living in unless you read a book? You got to do something different, follow a different path. And our people just ain't doing it. They're so
Well,
set.
the thing about I like about that right now, everybody's trending the the herbs, the herbalist, and all of that. I can really appreciate that part because that's the stuff we need to be knowing.
Right.
You know, even though they probably wasn't woke last week or last month,
Right.
but the fact that they're saying it now,
And they
I
doing
pray
something
that.
different.
Yeah, I pray that sparks the brain that makes them want to go further with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Because I had a cauliflower taco the other night, partner. When I tell you that cauliflower tasted like chicken.
So cauliflower the thing, man. You know, my wife made cauliflower mac. Cauliflower
Yeah.
on it, man.
Buffalo
Instead of
cauliflower,
using the noodles. Yeah.
like buffalo cauliflower.
Cauliflower grits, man.
Yeah.
You got to get on that now. I've been with that one.
Boy.
Cauliflower, the pizza, the cauliflower pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was hitting.
That's
But yeah, you got to try something different, try something new, you know, because that's part of tradition too. Thinking we got to eat that fried chicken and pork chop and everything every day of the week, and everybody always say, "Well, ain't nothing different to eat." Yes, it is. You haven't did you
Man,
haven't done
mushrooms say it's so many ways to prepare mushrooms. It ain't even funny. And it
That's right.
depends on the type of mushroom you use to make a meal better.
I saw a guy the other day have a mushroom look like steak, and he said he prepared it just like his steak. And when he bit it, it looked like a steak. It was about that big. I was like, great.
Yeah. Portobello mushrooms.
Yeah, say he seared it
Yeah.
and everything. So we got to delve into things like that. Mushroom tastes like bacon. I've been off the bacon. That was a good one. Yeah,
mushroom taste like bacon.
We cannot be afraid to do something different, man. That's what that's all about, breaking traditions, doing something different.
Yeah.
You don't have to do things in the norm, how you were taught or how your mama and daddy did it. You know, you got to be able to break off into something new. And that's where we are.
Right.
That's where it gets challenging for us because the norm is comfortable.
Right.
You know, the norm is comfortable for us, and that's why we stay stuck in it.
all right.
And that's my lick going into this new year, you know, well, not even till the new year, right now today, before the new year get here. Don't be afraid to do something different. It ain't got to be like it always been.
No, and that's serious, man.
Yeah, the only thing constant in life is change. So if you staying stuck where you've been all these years, you basically dying. If you're not moving forward and changing, you dying.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about it is, we got this notion in our head. It ain't if I'm gonna die from something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but if you got a pamphlet that tells you how to live your day-to-day life the correct way, and you go off from that and say, I'm gonna do it my way, come on, man. Y'all will follow the Bible step by step, but yet and still you won't follow a regimen of food, correct way to put the right foods in your body. You won't follow that regimen? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yep.
This book who's been transferred 80,000 times, you'll follow that, but you won't follow what somebody gives you the direct way to eat, the correct way to eat, to live in the type of bodies that we have. Is not supposed to be in just digesting anything that bleeds. It's not.
Carnivore, yeah.
If you continue to fill your body with blood, come on, man. You steady putting the parasites in your body and trying to figure out why these pimples coming about, why my back hurt, why my arm hurt, man, my hip hurt. You all this hurt is because you are digesting the wrong foods. People don't understand that.
Right.
But digesting the wrong foods, you will not. You just ain't gonna do it right. You know. But yeah, man, we gonna change. We gonna definitely. But see, but Kiki, that goes back to that book. I mean, to that thing on YouTube I was talking about, how to sell to the black man.
Yep. They
got it on YouTube right now. How to sell to the black man, because we feel like we got to impress somebody.
Yeah.
Exactly. If we can afford, we definitely can afford to eat healthy. If we can afford the Gucci and the Poochie and the Lucci, we can definitely afford some damn kale and some mushrooms. You know what I'm saying?
Kales and collards.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
But we do have to start changing the way we think about traditions, everyday traditions, man.
Right.
It's like we need to go back to like we used to have Sunday dinner at grandmama house. If it's not grandmama no more, at least make it your cousin house. Somebody who like to cook, or somebody you get along with that y'all. And if you don't get along, start talking so that y'all can get along.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
I done had a fight with my cousins and all that before. We done had physical altercation. These boys done hit me with chairs across my head, stabbed me with screwdrivers. But I still to this day love them, man. And I go talk to them. I wrap it up. I kick it with them every time I see them.
Mm-hmm.
Like that ain't never happened in my life. Because I know what love is, man. And I know what separation is. And I've been separated from people that my immediate family. You know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. Exactly, Kiki. You know what I'm saying? 10 years I went by. You don't even realize why y'all not talking.
Right. I mean,
That's not good.
A couple of days ago, and she was telling me about my aunt, her sister, that had called and was basically cussing out my young sister, who's supposed to take care about something that somebody told her. And I'm like, well, shoot, I heard the same thing. Somebody to call me telling me this stuff that ain't got nothing to do with me. But then she was like, well, I don't see why she would say that, why she would do all that. I'm like, Mom, she's looking out for your best interest. You are her sister. So you should at least call her and explain what's actually going on. I call her when I feel like it. I'm like, how can you be in the church?
Right.
Here 7 days a week talking about God gonna do this, God gonna do that. But you
because
can't
that's what some of them do in the church, man. That's what so many of them do in the church. They got cliques in the church.
Yeah. It's crazy.
When I used to be at church all the time, brother, we sit on the back row, and then the back row women talk about the front row. Look at it, she thinks she all that. I'll be back. I didn't know no better, you know. That was the toxic lifestyle that we was around at all times.
Yep.
So the toxicity was normal to us. We thinking we living a good life, and we so toxic to where we thinking it's normal now. It's like people who hear shootings now. You be like, you hear a gunshot in your hood, first thing you be like, oh, that was a 45. Instead of being like, man, somebody need to check on them people over there. Oh, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
But that's the normalcy we done came to.
Yeah. We done normalized the wrong things.
So we done talked about holidays breaking the tradition out of the holidays, right? Breaking the tradition out of how we eat.
Right.
But don't you feel like we should break tradition out of the normalcy of working and becoming entrepreneurs? Like that tradition of you got to go to work on somebody 9 to 5. Is that a tradition that need to be broken?
Well, I'm gonna say this right here. We need to break the tradition of thinking that we can't work with other black people, because everybody's not gonna be a entrepreneur.
Okay.
Everybody can't be that, because everybody don't want to have the mindset. But at the same time, if everybody's starting their own business, creating their own pathway, so who's gonna work for them?
Wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we do have to normalize, hey man, I see my man starting something right here. You know, it's like us with Kenny Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? We see a black man starting something. I don't care if the business ain't doing great right now, but I'm gonna still buy the products. I'm gonna still promote the products. I'm gonna still sell the products. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna still promote other business that I do.
Right.
Because at the same time, we do have to normalize not being so caught up in, man, I can't do that.
Right. I like what Kiki said. More emphasis should be based on thinking outside the norm.
Yeah.
Right. Thinking outside the norm. Because the norm is the tradition that we've been taught, that you go work a 9 to 5, you know.
That was taught to us, from the beginning.
And the problem is most people don't think. They spend going through life like a robot. It's all habit. They don't think about what they're doing. They just do what they do every single day. And it becomes so normal to them that you do it and you don't have to use one brain cell in thinking.
Wow. So,
you know, a lot of people want the answer given to them, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like I said before, a lot of times when we hear that word, I graduated, you feel like I'm grown now. They don't understand graduating and grown. These are the two things that grown people do. They graduate continuously, though.
Right. Graduate, what they fail to realize, graduate means beginning. You graduate, it's a new beginning. Yeah,
But so many people look at it as an end to something.
Yeah.
Use that 9 to 5 to fuel that entrepreneurship.
Right.
But you got to remember too, Kiki, everybody's not meant to be that entrepreneur.
Yeah,
they say they want that, but then when it's time to work them 12 hours, you see what I'm saying? Like me right now, I'm gonna go back to work when I get off of here, and probably work until about 12 o'clock tonight. Get right back up at 6 and go right back at it again, because I got a goal to make. A lot of people ain't gonna put in them 12 hours because their mind is so set on, hey man, I go to work from 9 and I get off at 5. And when I get off, and when I get off, I'm gonna sit back and drink me a beer and eat me some chitlin, eat me some old pork skins. I'm eat me some pork skins. Hey man, we gotta stop doing what we used to do.
That's it.
I don't know how you break your habits. I don't know how you're going to stop doing the traditional things. I don't know how you're going to do it. But what I do know is that you have to stop, because you're not going to feed your grandkids by saying that we're going to do something and you never do it.
Right.
Kiki, they only going to grind for so long, though. Once they get what they want, Yeah, you're right. They grind just to get what they want. That's it. And then they back to the right back to that chilling.
Yeah, you know how many people get to go and try to do overtime around Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they could get what they did. Then New Year, they back at the same hours.
Back at the same thing, waiting on the taxes. Now
Yep.
you waiting on taxes. Boy, I'm finna get that big return this year, boy. Quit waiting on these people, man, because you could have filed your taxes in September. A lot of people don't understand how taxes really work. I'm not an expert on taxes, but I dealt with enough tax people, tax preparers in my regular life because I know so many of them. My mother used to prepare taxes. I got cousins that prepare taxes. My uncle prepared. It's like everybody's preparing taxes now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's a great profession because somebody don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I got 8 family members that do it.
You see what I'm saying?
But they won't do mine.
Why not?
What you say, Cody? Ain't gonna have you owing the IRS. Yeah.
I've been in 2 minutes. Like no bad mouth to you either, Mike. I won't let you do mine either. I ain't letting nobody else do it when I can do it.
I hear you.
And I could just do it basic enough where I ain't got to owe nothing, and I'll be all right.
That's
Right.
how you.
But you know that's what people do, and that's their thing. You know, I'm okay with it. I'll send some people to you.
Hey, I pay $100 referral fee.
Huh?
I pay $100 referral fee.
Okay.
Oh, boy, I'm sending everybody to you. I'm gonna get these taxes.
Hey,
Get these people over your way there.
Yo, man, I'm looking to get out of the truck.
I heard that.
Start.
Yeah, but between your 4 businesses, you'll get out.
Yeah.
Say, man, y'all see what keep Mike. I guess your arm folded too tight on that picture.
I don't care how what.
Okay.
I don't care how tight your arm, how tight you got your arms folded on your pig. You're not doing my taxes. You talking about on your tax picture.
I ain't seen it. Y'all got to post it. I ain't seen it.
Hey, but
I ain't seen it either, man. But I know. But we really do have to be mindful, man, of how we react on day-to-day situations.
Yeah.
On talking about how people making us mad. You know, let's get off into that. Break the habit of getting angry at somebody else.
Okay.
For something that you can't control.
Yeah.
Right.
Think about what part you played in it. There had to be some part you played in it for you to be mad. You allowed something, or you know, you got to understand you can't control somebody else.
Right. You cannot.
You do you.
And then, yeah, if somebody else has control of you, that means if somebody else makes you mad, that means they got control of it.
Yeah.
You're not even controlling yourself anymore. Now you off on another mission.
Right.
Yeah. We got to
controlling our emotions, self-development, controlling emotions.
Wear your feelings on your shoulder.
Control what you can.
And there's a lot that you can't, you know.
But see, that's what we got to understand.
Somebody else.
Van T, that's what we got to understand, brother. The word control. Look at the root word of it, con. You know it's a whole scam right there.
Yeah.
And them trolls that be on Facebook, they just be trolling. You know what I'm saying? So we got to understand these words. Put them 2 words together. It's a con for you to try to put somebody else in a position, or you trying to run somebody else. You conning them, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's
right.
Good. I ain't never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Because they conning you. That's what I'm telling you. Some words are spoken to get you wired up to control your actions. So they're conning you to troll on your life.
That's it.
Break these words. Start breaking these words down. Let's break the tradition of accepting the word. because there's
guessing
more
what the word
ways.
means.
Yeah, there's more ways to look at these words than one way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we just fall off into the trap of what somebody else said. Okay, I take you credible. You're credible for that. Okay. These guys I look at on social media, they always tell you, I give you the information for you to go look up, for you to start to find out more about it. They're not giving you the information for you to just copy and paste and run with it. You know what I'm saying? She wide up tonight, y'all. Kiki, you been had your coffee. You done had that coffee. You been eating gummies. What's going on?
In rare form.
She's in rare form. But it's true though. All comments don't need a response. You know, the no response is one of the best responses you can have nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and they asked me some question that was like, I said, man, sit back and think about that. Don't you know that sucker got mad at me because I told him to sit back and think? Man, just answer the question. No, I'm not. I'm not going to just answer the question. I want you to get out of that mindset that I have to answer you. It's like if somebody say they love you. You don't have to say I love you back. That's not how that works. You're explaining to me how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can appreciate it. I would be like, I appreciate that. Yeah, when it's my turn to say it, I'm not looking for it in return. I'm expressing how I'm feeling at that moment and what I feel. People got to get out that traditional mindset of thinking that, oh, you got to tell me that back. We got so many traditional thoughts and so many traditional habits that we need to break that it's a long list, man. But I know the holidays are the main ones though. The holidays is first. I feel like if we get out of the tradition of spending our money instead of, I guarantee you, all these white people are not going to buy our products.
No.
Let us start making TVs. Let us start manufacturing. Well, I can't say all of them because there's a lot of white people who support businesses, who support black businesses. You know what I'm saying? And like we said on social media, you'll find more people to support your business before your family and your friends.
Come on now.
Absolutely.
You looking for your family and your friends, them ain't the ones who gonna get you rich. But they gonna be the ones that's begging.
When
you get rich. Yeah.
They'll be there.
You got to be aware of that.
For real.
Yeah,
it's time to do different things, man. You can't keep going thinking that life is owed to you. You can't think that, hey, man, you got to do this, or, hey, that's who I am. I'm not accepting that who you are anymore. Oh, it is what it is. I'm not accepting it is what it is. Or it can be it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be the one to accept oh, man, you know, that's just me. Okay, if that's just you, you're going to be left right over there where the rest of them at. Who do that?
There are three things that I studied this year. There was this thing called GEM. Actually, my pastor came up with a GEM. It was growing, evolving, and maturing. So that's constant to me. Growing, evolving, and maturing. And then when I came around with the men, that was the women's on, and then the men's came around, and you know, I went on grace. You know, so I just shared that to say that at all times we should be moving and not.
Right.
I always share with everybody on here that stagnation stinks. So if you're being stagnant and not evolving or moving or bettering yourself, you're going to have a problem. You're going to run into a problem. And that's what tradition does. Tradition has you stuck. Right? And if you're stuck, you're stagnant. And if you're stagnant, it's stinking. And you don't want to be stinking because you ain't prospering. You ain't moving. You ain't getting better. So
Right.
that's something that you want to get into your repertoire, that I must be moving with something, doing something, getting better at something, self-developing, all that is a continuous, not just a one day thing. It's continually doing better, continuing to research, continuing to broaden my horizons, thinking outside of the box, critically thinking. All of those things is how we gonna be able to break tradition.
Yeah. And now and that's the biggest key right there, man, to broaden your horizons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I'm steady doing something that adds value.
That's it.
If that ain't the truth.
That's it. Adding value. Man, that's it, Vanti. So even with those of us that have a significant other, we supposed to add value to each other.
Right.
Not only are we adding value as a person, but with the knowledge that you obtain. I can't learn something and not share it with my wife.
Right.
What does that look like? I can't learn something and don't at least present it to my sisters.
Right.
I got 2 sisters. Yes, they older than me, and sometimes they don't want to listen to me, but I'm going to share it. And then now you do what you do with it. Here it goes. Right. I'm going to present it to you. Now you run with it.
Right.
That's the main thing, Coach. I like what you said right there. My job is to give it to you the first time.
What you
do with it, if you don't want it, hey, man.
And
that's like
go ahead.
Yeah, that's like I got friends of mine. Well, they say they my friends anyway. But as I go to speaking about something that's different than what we usually talk about, you'll start seeing them walk away. You'll start seeing them, trying to change the subject.
Yep.
Okay, Kiki.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to be the gatekeeper of your realm, though.
Yeah. So can I test something right there? So they say.
Yeah.
So I saw as I was researching, because I'm always, you got me going, Keith. I ain't telling you. I appreciate you, brother. I see a lot of things now. And I saw something that said when you wake up 3 to 5 in the morning, that you are
chosen.
You're chosen, and you're the watchman, right? So I get that. You can be the watchman for your family, and that's what I'm saying. You present the information, you pray for them, but you gotta. I'm in a point where I understand that I can't control them. I can't make them do something.
Right.
So, for instance, I'm proud of my nephew. He just started driving trucks, Mike. The same nephew I used to talk to y'all about, that we used to bump heads and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So all I did was continuously, not just one day, but continuously pray for him. I still pray for him to keep him strong, to keep him in his right mind, to keep him on the right path. Because that's all we can do. We can't take somebody's hand and make them do something. You present information. I presented it to him, the ways he could go, and he chose to do what he wanted to do,
Yeah. And see, that's what I said I do. I keep on believing in my business. I keep on believing in the relationships. I keep believing in the people that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the people who are going to come into your life one day, and they might not change your life, but they're going to definitely add value to it because you are praying for the best for them.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
And that's going to be something that, just like we say, we're servant leaders, but yet and still, I don't know them. Yeah. What you mean you don't know them? Yeah, the only way you're going to get to know them if you say something to them or if you interact with them. But I know how to have a conversation with people now.
That's right.
Let me go to talking about Bitcoin. Let me go talk about stocks and bonds. let me go talk about assets over liabilities.
Mm-hmm.
If they stay, that means they're on that same wave, or they trying to listen and see what I know about it.
Yeah, high frequency, right?
Right.
Frequency conversation.
Yeah. High level conversations, man. You got to have high level conversations with people nowadays, especially people of age.
Yeah.
Because then they want to sit around and tell you about everybody, every person, but they don't want to come to you with an idea. They don't want to tell you their idea on how we can change the system, how we can change the government, how we can change. Oh, I can't change the government, but you really can.
Yeah.
Stop voting.
Okay.
Stop voting. They gonna put who they want to put in there anyway. We seen that.
Yeah.
They didn't want Hillary to win because Democrats done had their 8 years already. So they couldn't put her in because it's a system already designed. Now, if she was running Republican that year, she would have won. She didn't have to do nothing. All she would have to do was just stand there. She would have won. That's why Trump won. They try to confuse us with all of this propaganda. Y'all got to understand this system that we living in, man. They've been doing it for years. They bring up these wars. They start talking about wars across. That ain't got nothing to do with us. But we got our nose in their business again.
Mm-hmm.
But they tell you to mind your business.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make a citizen's arrest if you black, but you can make a citizen's arrest if white.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to look at this system, man. We got to start interrupting their system by coming together and doing it as a unit, though. Right. I can't do it by myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mike can't do it by himself. But if we all go down there together and be like, say, check this out, man. That's what the marches on Washington was about. That's what all the marching was. They did it as a unit. But we so caught up in, I don't know somebody nowadays to where that has been disturbing for the last 20 years, man.
Hey, how long ago was the Million Man March? That's we supposed to go back to the community then, right? From when we
that
did
was
that
95.
march.
When the very first one was in 95. I went to the second one, the March on Washington. I went to that one. That was back in 2000, right before the pandemic.
Okay.
That was in 18, I think.
So yeah, well, that's a tradition we have to, think about as well. Thinking about self instead of being community minded and being that servant leader. We have to work on that, man, because only some want to do it, and then some want to do it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Being a servant leader and trying to elevate yourself. You got to look at the word, like Keith always say, break the word down. Being a servant leader is not about elevating yourself. It's about being a servant, leading from amongst the people, leading from amongst the group that you're being a service to. Be mindful of that and understand what our purpose is.
Right. Because once we do understand that we are the original, how do we go back? It's like Dick Gregory say, they got these special glasses. And when you put the glasses on, you just start seeing all the truths of the world.
Mm.
So you try to take these glasses off, you can't be fooled no more, man.
Right.
It's like a person cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person lying to you. You ain't gonna let that same lie come to your ear 5 times. No. So why do we continue to let these same lies come to us year after year about we celebrating Christmas or we celebrating holiday, any holiday? Everybody that said Merry Christmas to me this year, I said, I pray that you have a better future, man. That was my response. Every Merry Christmas text that I got, I said, I pray that I pray that you and your family stay blessed. That's what I said. I pray that you and your family stay blessed. I'm not returning that energy. I'm gonna return the energy that I want you to have. That's right, Van. But that's the part of the self-development. That's the part of knowing exactly that that you can control your emotions. See, that's the part that we don't have, that we really starting to miss a lot of times. When you control your emotions, can't nobody control your emotions, because you're in control of your anger. You're in control of your mouth. You're in control of how you respond to things. Everybody's not ready for that type of lifestyle. People still want to, I ain't gonna let that mug get the last word on me. Why? Man, they can have all the words, because all the words they speaking ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
But we so caught up in that, I'm a bad nigga. Oh, I'm the bad motherfucker. You ain't bad. Man, they told me something a long time ago. Say all them bad niggas dead or in jail.
That's it.
You let people have them conversations. Stop trying to be that last word getting. Yeah. Stop trying to fall off into these same old traps that we fall off into time after time.
That's it. I wanted to add one thing to what Van said. He said, but you have to know your part as an individual before you can lead other people. Also, right. Mr. Van T, I truly believe that you must be able to follow before you can even lead.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have the aspects of
but that's pretty much what he said, though, right?
Yeah. And so many words, he said individual, know who you are part as an individual, right? So I get that, you know, like self-evaluate, you know, but also you have to pray for discernment in order to know who to follow. You get what I'm saying? Who you want to grasp your knowledge from and delve into whatever they're presenting, in order to develop your mind as well, and when you're doing your research.
Well, I'm gonna see what I took from him. What he said was that if we all learn who we are, we can all lead.
That's right.
At the same time, you know what I'm saying? Before we can lead other people, before you can lead anybody else, you got to know who are. You know, we all saying the same thing, but it's just like, as a group, you can all be leaders as one group.
That's right. That's right. By bouncing ideas and collaborating, iron sharpens iron. We know that.
Iron sharpens iron.
As we learn from each other, we all lead in as one unit. You know, helping people get better as we develop ourselves. That's why I truly like this platform.
Nah, that's serious, man. We got to understand that part right there. Because if we don't understand that part, bro, we're going to be forever in a hole that where people just going to be like, damn, man, everybody cussing. Damn, why we can't? Yeah, we can't because we ain't trying to follow up with our everyday ritual of learning something new.
Right.
Yeah. So one thing I want to say is that how we learn and the process of learning, you know, that must change. We must break that tradition as well. Always, that we have to receive it from somebody. We have to know that it is possible to teach yourself with research and with not just one direct avenue. You understand what I'm saying? Like if we are able to understand what it is we want, like being connected to your purpose, then you're able to go out and find what needs to be poured into you. Does that make sense? I hope I ain't confused nobody, because I'm just thinking of it as I go that for me to, I must be able to research what I need as I'm being connected to my purpose, so I can be that servant leader to someone else, so I can share what the knowledge I get with someone else and be able to point them in the right direction.
Yeah, that's real.
It's a
And
big
that's
topic.
big, bro.
A lot of it just inspiring others, just the way you carry inspire somebody to be a leader with the
That's it.
things you do. Yeah, you gotta tell because people are always watching.
I missed it. What you say, Mike?
That sometimes all you gotta do is inspire others by your actions, things that you do. Teach them anything.
Yeah.
Always what you
People
do.
always watching. Yeah.
Just enjoy every day. Carry yourself the way you're supposed to. You'll inspire somebody to do what you do, thereby becoming.
Yeah. You're indirectly leading in that way.
Yeah, you lead through your actions. All leaders lead from not
Lead from the back. Yeah,
He on
yeah.
a roll tonight, ain't he?
what you say.
That would be her.
They got that strong game though.
They got that strong game, huh, Kiki? Yeah. But now, man, that's the truth, though. I like that, man. We do have to just continue to be the best version of ourselves, and that way we can let it spew out of our own light. You know what I'm saying? Regardless who catches on, regardless if they come or not, we got to keep educating ourselves, keep being the best version of ourselves. That way, if they do come, they know they got to come with something. Don't come over here. Don't come over here talking like, oh, y'all heard what Keisha and them did last week. No, don't come over here with that.
That's it.
We don't care about people's business. We don't. I don't care. If it ain't nothing that that's gonna change something about Keisha, if you ain't got Keisha with you, and we trying to help Keisha get better, we don't want to hear the gossip. We don't care what happened over there at the party last week. They always shoot. So what? Tell me something I don't know.
That part.
So today we're gonna change all these traditional thinkings, traditional holidays, traditional behaviors. Once we get ourselves into a better thinking space, people don't even really know how peace really feels, man. Some people be talking about what's peaceful just because they're in a quiet room. But you gotta realize peace is when you're not having thoughts. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got a million thoughts in your head going at one time, just because the room quiet don't mean your mind ain't.
Come on.
A lot of people be in a quiet room all day, but they got a million thoughts going through their mindset every 5 seconds, man.
Chaos. Yep.
Yeah, the fake news, huh? The fake news,
Gilbert.
yeah. What's up, Gil? Yeah, man, they got that fake news going on. And that's a lot of people's hang up because they are so more concerned about Tyrese and his baby mama than they are about themselves.
Right.
They're so worried about P. Diddy and who he slept with. Who cares? Nobody cares except for people who don't have a life.
That's it.
You ain't got nothing else to do. You must be a billionaire. Because you sitting up here talking about a billionaire.
Come on.
They gonna do some strange things for some change. Hollywood been Hollywood. It ain't nothing new about Hollywood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I'll tell you what I'm gonna stand on. Your life won't change until you change your life. Take some initiative.
Take some initiative, man.
You'll break the tradition.
That's it.
I'm gonna give y'all one fact about this Christmas thing, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. They say, man, early celebrations of Christmas derived from the Romans and other European countries. Not even American thing, y'all. And then the first time that Jesus was attributed was in the 4th century. So this is not even the beginning of his birth.
No.
He was implemented into this thing in the 4th century. So when we start really doing our research and start understanding what these people are doing by making You spend your whole check. Some people go broke for Christmas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And be trying to wait till this damn tax season. Oh, I'm finna file early taxes so I can get my money right back so I can pay for this Christmas. So I can pay for Christmas with your tax money.
Right.
We gotta stop spending it before we get it. That's the biggest problem.
Why you can't
Change that habit. Break that tradition, man.
Yes.
Stop spending before you get it. That's the craziest thing I used to do in my life. Boy, I'm talking about, boy, I got a check coming on the 1st, so I got one come on, okay, on the 1st, I'm gonna spend it on this right here, and then I'm gonna spend that next one. I gotta put that right there. I used to spend so much money before, man.
Robert,
It's all distraction.
Be broke as hell. Yep, I used to do it.
But man, I guess that was it, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
But we gotta understand, y'all, man, it's real about breaking these traditions, man, breaking these, New Year's, it starts really in spring, y'all. I don't know how you can have a New Year in the middle of winter. It doesn't make sense. Ain't nothing new about cold, dead flowers.
Come on now. How about
we
that?
Gotta stop. We gotta stop, really, man. Just start thinking about it. What is the new year? What does new mean? Is it a beginning of something?
Supposed to be.
If it's new, it damn sure ain't gonna be cold and dead.
Yeah, it is.
Only place is still new down here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Where it's hot and sunny all the time. But
okay.
Yeah. What's up, Chantel?
Hey, I got something new.
It's new every day. I open my eyes. That's the new year. The new year is when I open my eyes up. Yeah. That's right. That's no man on his birthday.
when Gilbert say distractions.
Yeah.
What's up, Gilbert David? You say distractions. Think about distractions. I want everybody out there to think about distractions. There's too many things to do, too many places to go, and too many people to accommodate. When we doing that TOO, that's a distraction.
Too many. Yeah, man.
Too many places to go.
And distraction is another break in the tradition. That's a tradition you really need to break. Yeah. Stop being distracted by things that don't progress, that's not beneficial to your future.
Yep.
If it ain't gonna make your grandbaby happy, don't. That's my whole thought process now. I got 2 grandsons. My whole thought process, if it ain't gonna make my grandsons happy, I'm not doing it.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah.
Do something.
That's my word for the day. If it ain't making my grandsons happy, if it ain't upholding the legacy that I'm creating here, I'm not doing it. That's so good. If y'all want to break a tradition, break that tradition by holding yourself accountable. That's my final word. My final words for the day is to hold yourself accountable on breaking traditions. There you go. Okay. Coach, what you got?
I'm still going to stick with your life won't change until you change your life. Take initiative.
Yeah.
Right. You got Mike.
Hey, I guess I'm going to go good. If you would take some of that
He breaking up.
And put it aside.
Mike, you breaking up.
You could probably be in the next few years with wasting your money.
Quit wasting your money. That's all I got. Quit wasting your money. I'll take that.
And that was the best part. Yeah, your phone breaking up.
Oh man, I'm a battery about you.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, what I was saying is stop spending all your money on these traditional holidays. Put that money aside to something that's more important. And in a few years, you could actually be beginning your wealth.
Okay, that's good.
Kiki, you will. Ain't no hoping to it. We in this thing.
We
multiply. We them gremlins. All you gotta do is wet us up. We right back, 100 strong. We appreciate y'all, man. Until the next show. Next Wednesday at 8:30, we on live, man. Y'all go to YouTube, subscribe, man. Like them videos on YouTube so we can get this thing going over there.
Catch
Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Who she talking about? Gilbert?
Everybody, I get we some Furbies. You remember that little Furby baby?
Oh yeah,
thing?
on the gremlin.
Yeah.